much, just getting a paper done. It's due next week. Really? What is it? You sure this news can't wait? I'd like to get this paper done. Alright, I'm on the way. Okay, so what's this news? Wait, what? What do you mean by you and the crew clowned a nerd? Were they doing something they weren't supposed to? Wait, stop. What do you mean by they was just looking all stupid? Define that. Tell me everything that happened. Mm-hmm. So I ask again, what did this person do to you or the others that warrant them to be disrespected? How does just not liking someone give you or any other person legit grounds to be a total jerk? It ain't about taking their sides, it's about doing what's right. Honestly, I am disappointed by this behavior. How dare you guys disrespect someone who is minding their own business, and all because of a hobby that is not common among us? Seriously, that is just disgusting. Is it really me thinking too much into this, or you just not thinking into it enough? Yes, here I go again with that logic stuff, and you're gonna listen to this logic unless you and the crew want to be reported to the dean for your actions that constitute harassment, vandalism, and assault, which would add even more obstacles to you all reaching your goals. You really want to try me on that? You ought to know me well enough that I don't tolerate misconduct from anyone. Friend, relative, nor stranger. You want to try me? And in addition to that, guess what? That student that you disrespected, me and them actually became friends recently. Or it gets even better. Remember when your computer was broken and I fixed it? Guess who showed me how to fix the part I was stuck on? Yeah. Oh. I think it's time we address the issues with you and the crew. And since you're here right now, you get to be their representative and relay the message. Why the heck do you keep bothering people who have different interests and hobbies than you do? You don't even know why, do you? You just see everyone else in a group doing it, and then you just do it too. Just like a bandwagoning idiot. Wait, you don't think it's that bad to outnumber someone and ambush them, scaring them half to death with verbal and physical harassment, destroying their property, and threatening them? That's not that bad? That's not bad, period? What if someone did that to one of us? Would you also be laughing it off? Or how about you start your own family and your kids turn out a bit nerdy? Then what? Would you be accepting of them being mistreated like you mistreating others like this now? Let me tell you what I see. This goes way deeper than not thinking it was that bad. Nah, you all selfishly thought it was justifiable to do what you did because you don't like this person. Furthermore, you all thought that just because they lack any popularity, you could disrespect them, humiliate them, and devalue them, and no one would question it. And what's worse, the basis by your own words is simply because their interests and hobbies differ from yours. Maybe you and the crew should go somewhere where you all are the minority and be treated the same way. Look, you need to answer this honestly for yourself. Where is all this coming from? Why do you feel you have to be a jerk to others of differing hobbies? And why are they considered losers just because they are not of the status quo popular? Give me a valid reasoning that is consistent with truth. You want to know the common reason people do this kind of stuff? It's because they are usually insecure about their own talents and abilities. And when they stand a chance of losing their credibility to someone else, they get nervous. They consider that person who they believe to be the source of the problem a threat. That person you messed with is also an honor student and close to the top of the list for consideration of a new patent. Did you know that? So you did. And now you just made yourself an enemy of them. And all of that could have been avoided. But whether someone has credibility or not is not the point. We're supposed to respect people regardless. You want to know why they're working so hard for that patent? Their relative is sick with a rare disease, and they're trying to secure funds to help pay for that operation that'll save them. Because of that, they're not investing in luxurious items for themselves, nor do they really want those items anyway. Buddy, what you and the others have to learn is avoiding judging a book by its cover. While it's okay to have preferences, those preferences are never to escalate to the levels of disrespect. And the other thing is, we don't have a clue about these folks' stories, what they have been through. Even with these other nerds and geeks, per se, they have gifts and talents just like the rest of us. And all of them are needed for the next wave of newly produced goods and services. But one group of folk we can definitely do without are those who embrace the mindset of a full-blown jerk. You and the others don't have to be that way. So what if we're popular with our appearance, and maybe even our charisma? What good is that when we're toxic? Next point, you and the others may want to consider the message you are sending to all the other students watching you in this kind of mannerism, and the future generations. The message you are sending them is as long as you have a high social status, you are above the law. You are endorsing a false reality that people of a higher social status do not have to adhere to the rules of mutual respect and personal responsibility and development, which in turn will embolden them to break even more laws and eventually destroy their own lives, probably before you even destroy your own. That's the legacy you are building. Havoc and destruction. Who wants to remember someone like that? And the final point, what makes you think these folks cannot defend themselves? Or more so, that they allegedly have no one to defend them. One of their loved ones may just catch wind of your misconduct, and the next thing your family and friends know, you and the others just become another cold case on the precinct shelves. You didn't think about that, did you? Pride doesn't think like that. It only thinks 30 seconds ahead. You and the others could be putting yourselves in so much danger. Cut this stuff out before it's too late. Plus, you never know. What if they become successful one day and you end up working in one of their company branches? It'd be quite the awkward scene, wouldn't it? So never think that just because you pass someone up in success now, that you'll never see them again. So if you and the others want to fix this stuff, I suggest you find as many of those folks you wronged and try to make amends as best as possible. They might forgive you, they might not. And in the case where even when they do forgive you, that does not mean they have to trust you, nor socialize with you. Them forgiving you really is simply for their benefit, which involves them relinquishing the responsibility that they don't have to punish you. Yes, sometimes making amends for our wrongs will be embarrassing. But you know what? Take that embarrassment as motivation. And it'll also be a reminder so you don't repeat that stupidity again. We all have too much potential to be wasting our time trying to pull other people down and making a whole bunch of enemies. That is not how we resolve our insecurities. That is how our insecurities are maintained, through hurting other people. So if you need to see a counselor, see a counselor. You need to see a therapist, see a therapist. But do not harm other people to try to resolve your insecurities. So you got your marching orders. Get to it. And tell the others about it too. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got an assignment paper due.